Hey review family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, reviewing music for the love of music, and I'm back again to bring you another video. And in this one I'm going to be covering the new Ingested record entitled Where Only Gods May Tread. This is Ingested's 5th record, out now on Uniquely to Records. If you're unfamiliar with them, they are a brutal slam death metal band that was formed in the mid-2000s. They're from Manchester, England. They've always been a difficult band for me. I don't think I have been a stranger to critiquing them, and I got some backlash for a review of their last EP that they dropped. I believe it was called The Call of the Void, or something along those lines. Wasn't a big fan of that record, and that's coming from someone that usually enjoys deathcore being infused with slam music, with brutal death metal music. There's just always been something that I haven't been able to put my finger on that has prevented me and been a big roadblock for me enjoying Ingested. I've given them many chances and they've just never particularly appealed to me, but I was hoping that this record would be different. I heard some buzz about it, was pretty excited by the fact that a couple of you guys had recommended it to me right away. Yes, Ingested has always had a lot of resonance, a lot of rumble and bass to their sound, but there's just been something in the execution that has lacked memorability to make a record have some sort of lasting staying power that sticks out in your mind, that makes you want to return to it over a whole host of other records in the same genre, that for one reason or another is just better. I can say with confidence though that Ingested's record here, while it isn't perfect, it is not only my favorite release in their entire discography up until this point, but it's also my second favorite Uniquely to Records record to come out this year, besides Viscera's record Obsidian. The track Follow the Deceiver caught me off guard. The classic swapping of deathcore shrieks and growls. The breakdown being, yes, one note, but having so much grit to it, an amazing, lively production to it, and these vocals just being mixed very well. Then the fucking blast beat just cripples you in, leading into the second track. The way these vocals just kick in, and just the general vibe of this track reminds me so much of, say, early Suicide Silence. I believe that vocalist Jason Evans has significantly improved his technique through the years, especially on this record. One of my biggest complaints with his specific metal vocal style is how he could never make himself stand out in the league of brutal slam deathcore and just deathcore in general, and just a variety of other genres in the extreme variety that I thought he always blended into the pack with. But on this album, he is so much more diverse, so much more dynamic as a vocalist, and I just think he is fleshed out far more vocally on this record. Some of the fucking gutturals on this record, they hit. And yes, while I do believe this is Ingested's best, it is by no means perfect. Some of the breakdowns, yes, they come off as brutal, but extremely lackluster. At times, I do believe that while the vocals are mixed very well for the most part, they occasionally will get drowned out in the chaos of the instrumentation. The riffs and the drums are top-notch production-wise, but the sanitized nature of this record also exposes a very big fact of when they settle into a galloping riff, when they settle into a very metallic riff or a certain drum line that will not seem as properly executed as prior bits or prior sections on prior tracks that do sound better, much more fleshed out in comparison, it really does bring that up to the surface, put it in front of your face, and let you know. Heaviness is pretty cliche to say in a review of a metal record, and brutal is even more so, but where Ingested succeeds, and I guess this somewhat contradicts my prior point, is just how heavy this record can feel. It's impossible at times not to just bop your head to. A track like The List just reminds me how important it is to just be jaw-breaking. Ingested is heavy as ever. They have a great sound to them. Really have to commend the production, even though there are some shortcomings with how sanitized it can be, and the songwriting is, by this genre's standards, not the best. You have to remember the confinements that they're playing in. And in comparison to prior records that I just could not get anything out of whatsoever, Ingested really has served up a strong-ass record here in this genre that I think anyone that enjoys just breakdown-laden, slam-influenced deathcore music with a lot of old-school worship played in the new variety with a very over-the-top, sanitized, bustling production, I think you're going to get a lot out of this record, and there are so many bands that fall under the umbrella of what I just mentioned. Fans of Human Error, Clawhammer, Within Destruction, and just most of the Uniquely to Records Bandcamp, you'll enjoy it. Me personally though, I'm going to be giving this album a 7 out of 10. And that is a wrap. Have you heard this new Ingested record, Where Only Gods May Tread? If you have, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this record. I would love to discuss it with you. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is. My name is Jay Morse, the Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.